A mentee asked me yesterday, what is the most important thing that I can do and how I can spend my time? And he mentioned that, well, calling prospects, calling banks, etc. That's all true. Taking action, that is absolutely all true, as is kissing frogs. But I said the really important first step, and it'll be a continuing step, is to work on mindset. So I wanted to give you a couple examples that happened this week with mentees that really drive that point home. So I'm going to read some comments from some weekly reports. The first one was from a doctor, surgeon. You would think that he would have no mindset issues, right? Smart guys, accomplished guys, they do an awful lot of good in healing, etc. Usually have a high degree of confidence. Listen to the comment. Biggest win for this week, going over the mindset course has really helped me put things into perspective, especially when frustration starts to creep in. It has helped me kick doubt to the curb and forge ahead. And that's, as we talked about with this person, really important. Napoleon Hill said, we all have it. Negative thoughts are like weeds in a garden. They just come into your mind. You've got to grab it, throw it away, and then replace it with a more positive thought. So, mindset course he is talking about, if you go over to brucewhipple.com and go under the courses, you'll find that there is a mindset course, and that's what he's talking about. Second one was from a person who's joined the VIP Mastermind, still a couple spots in that. He was an actor on a hit show some time ago, and he had a little bit longer version of it, but a lot of good stuff in here. I have a lot of knowledge and have steadily consumed a huge amount of material from many places, so I envision being less intimidated and worried with that much responsibility off the bat as long as I keep this up with maintaining my mindset. He's talking about the business acquisition journey materials. It truly is the step that transcends even this methodology, and I know where specifically. With every regret I have in life, I know my mindset was the most important factor that led to that regret. Whether it was quitting something too soon, avoiding a difficult or tedious task, being unnecessarily stressed about a tryout, not attempting an art form, or avoiding wrestling someone for whatever reason. And vice versa, every one of my biggest accomplishments and successful skill development started from a mindset that was a particular way, even if it was, let's say, functional. And I just built on it without much of a regimented practice like the one we have with the affirmations. And he's talking about just doing affirmations, etc. So yes, mindset, super important. You will be out of your comfort zone a lot in this process. We are in the process of, and have been for 5 years, renovating the home my great-great-grandfather built here in Maine back in the 1860s. It's been a long project. Next to it is a church next to the home, and that church was a 1859, I think, church. It's got some family memorial windows in it, one of which is from our family. So I purchased that church. It wasn't a church anymore. It was a thrift shop, and we've been restoring it. Big job. But the bell tower is about 65 feet up in the air. So we've got a good 85-foot man lift, a couple of people that are doing most of the work. And it's interesting that the person who's the lead on it used to walk across 10-inch beams, I-beams, 50 feet off the ground without any safety equipment when he was in his 20s. He's in his 60s now. And he said, it's not the same. It's not the same. There's that, I feel less sure of myself. The heights bother me more. But as I've watched over the past week, he started off a little shaky, some fear or flight syndrome. And now he's up there, he's tied off, he does have safety equipment, but much more comfortable. And it's interesting, when I went up in the bell tower the other day, there was a safety line, and just having that safety line in case something fell, a step came out from under you, a board cracked, whatever, that made you feel much more comfortable. Why? It's a mindset issue. So just remember that the starting point of this is mindset. Go grab that course if that would help you. Read, release your brakes, certainly. All of those things will help you, but go through that process. Mindset over and over again will be a situation where you run into that you'll be out of your comfort zone, and then eventually, as you do the task, it will be within your comfort zone. All of this is new experiences for you. So just realize that, realize the frustrations along the way, and ultimately, as Gabriel said, you've got to stick around long enough for the good things to happen.